Mistress of the Laurel and the Pelican, I thank your majesties for receiving me in your court. Your majesties, I bring to you a petition to elevate Evangeline and Katheryn Spencer to the Order of the Pelican. I swear that I bring this petition to you in good faith and have gentles willing to bear witness to their worthiness to enter this order. I would ask that you and the order listen to the testimony of these witnesses so that you can properly judge for yourselves their case and determine if they should receive proper advancement and recognition of their skills, services, and accomplishments, and gain the respect and station of peers of the society.
First, we would call forth the candidates themselves to see if they are willing to stand in judgment of our court and the Order of the Pelican. Harold, call forth Katheryn Spencer and Evangeline.
Called into this court, Katheryn Spencer and Evangeline Bajolet.
Ladies, your peer has petitioned the court on your behalf. Earlier today, we set you to contemplate your fate and receive fair counsel from our people. Having completed this, do you wish for this case to be heard?
We do, Your Majesty. We trust the intentions of our mistress, Gwendolyn, and know that Your Majesties and the Order of the Pelican will be just and honorable. We trust you with our fate.
Very well, Mistress Gwendolyn. Call your witness and the Order of the Pelican forward.
We will listen and cast fair judgment on their words so that our populace will know what they have done to deserve such honors.
Call forth the Order of the Pelican.
And those who would testify on behalf of these ladies.
Do you feel the walls closing in yet?
Yeah, do you feel the...
Like a pelican of sardines.
I know.
Shower
Let the first witness begin.
within the last month.
Your Majesties, I, Duchess Oda, ask your permission to share the words of two witnesses from the Ladies of the Rose who could not be here today but wanted to make sure their words were heard by Your Majesties, the Order, and these candidates.
Please.
May I go ahead?
Please.
Thank you. First, from Countess Elfkutu, her words for Evangeline. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, the populace, when I am asked to provide words of surety as a royal peer, I try to represent the person's support of the crown specifically and the kingdom in general. The challenge with a lady such as Evangeline is that her unwavering support for the crown, kingdom, and society is quietly solid. She arrived in Meridies already well-versed in heraldic and event stewardship. She has feast stewarded and helped her local herald. She's navigated and tamed the web services for Meridies and her local group. Navigating social media legalities, safety, and relevance looked easy when she did it. She's generous with donations from the two small businesses she runs. Her peculiar preserves are known society-wide, right? Particularly because of their inclusion in royal gift exchanges. Her ability to switch gears from boss lady to being part of the team is amazing, and any team she's part of is bound to succeed. She is a steady force, always ready, with a helping hand and a joyous heart. She is very much my peer. And now, from Duchess Ismay, she sends words for Katheryn Spencer. Your Majesties and Your Highnesses, most esteemed guests, and members of the populace. I have the honor to speak on behalf of the Order of the Rose, to testify about this amazing woman's worthiness to join the Order of the Pelican. I've always been so impressed by her energy in running so many of our activities. It seems like she is constantly working behind the scenes, making sure everything is organized and fun for the rest of us. Her dedication to service is truly unparalleled. Personally, I'm so grateful for her passion for capturing our memories through photography. I love that she is often there with her camera, freezing those perfect moments that we'd otherwise forget. I admire the grace she brings to our beautiful rose functions. She creates such a warm and elegant atmosphere for those occasions. They truly feel like a celebration, and I know how much work goes into making them look effortless. But perhaps what I value most about her service is her willingness to joyfully fill the gaps. She never hesitates to step in, whether it's a big task or just a small job that fell through the cracks. She jumps in with a smile, and that willingness to help wherever needed, without fanfare, is the truest mark of a servant's heart. Katheryn, thank you for everything you do. Your commitment, your talent, and your friendship make our community a much better place. Knowing how much you put into our community, this recognition feels so incredibly well-earned and well-deserved. I am better for having you in my life. That goes for Ismay and myself. Your Majesty, she will be an asset for this order, and I wholeheartedly support her as much. That's amazing.
Thing two, coming through. Your Majesties, with your permission, I would speak words of assurity for this two-headed candidate to the Order of the Pelican. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is that a double bird?
Duke Maximilian Rockingle has a theory that there are three types of fighters. And since I'm speaking as a knight for the assurity of these candidates, there are three types of fighters, the drive of fighters to succeed in the SCA. The first type is driven by their love of their friends. Their friends are fighting, so they want to fight. They enjoy the camaraderie of the field, but that's what they're really here for. Hi, we meet on Wednesdays. The second type is driven by goals, milestones. You know, they want to get that Argent Shield, the next award, and that's how they judge their success. And these can overlap. But they're really into these two categories. And since, you know, I'm talking, I'm presenting this as the truth. The third type is here for the joy of combat, the joy to combat, which I think is French for joy of combat.
Joie de combat?
Yeah, that.
So tight.
Tish, you spoke French. God, anyway. They're here because they love to fight, they love to fight, and they are better when they fight. They probably have the best chance of having longevity in the sport that we knights do. How does this tie into you? Long story. But service. You have a joy of service, even for service's sake. You need to get the job done. You want to get the job done, but you want to do the job well. You're challenged by the job. And when the job comes to you, you think, how can I make this even better? And it's a joy. You would do it if you didn't have this award, and you didn't, and here you are. And you will do it tomorrow, and you will continue to do it because you have a love for doing the job. And Your Majesties, that's why these people are my peer. And that's why they deserve this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Weaponized tiger activity.
Your Majesty, I would speak for Katheryn on behalf of the Laurels. So please do. Populace, I have known Katheryn Spencer since the early 90s. When we first started at the SCA, she was one of the beacons of light in our group that gave me a direction. She has always been a staunch supporter of anyone who has ever said, oh hey, let's go try this. She has an innate ability to bring the joy in whatever she's doing. one of the things as a Laurel we do is we create and we make things that are functional and beautiful and amazing. And you take that and you make this thing and you think, that's a thing, but wouldn't it be cool if? Let's add this other component piece. Let's bring these other people in. Let's make this dream bigger and better. You make this joy spread not just to the person that you're making your things for, but to everyone who experiences it, because you dare to dream big. And you bring that to everyone that is around you. And I consider this one my peer and have done so for quite some time. Wanted to give you this distaff as you progress forward on your Baltic journey. And I want to give you a hug because you're wonderful and I love you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Your Highness, I am Mistress Nuala of the Order of the Laurel and the Order of the Pelican, and I'm here to speak about Evangeline. She came to our group from another kingdom. She brought their ways with her. She stepped up in many acts of service, which you'll hear us all talk about. Don't you start crying because I'll shoot you.
It's too late.
But there's also the art that she brings when she's on the archery range.
Just in case.
And then she teaches that class on how to play, how to make their art, their range, their activity more enjoyable. How do they get into it more? She handles the web for not only our group, for other groups. And not only does she do it through service by helping us all reset our passwords to get that kingdom email, but she makes a beautiful website, and she helps others maintain that website.
It's 6:31 p.m.
And then lastly, the art that she brings personally. Have you all tasted her jam?
Yum, yum, yum.
This is an art in itself. For all these things and all you do, you are my peer. And so are you.
Is it me? Is it my
It's
turn?
you. It's your turn.
I was sitting down so I didn't block her.
Okay.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, all good populace. I am Sir Griffin O'Swear of the Order of the Mark, the newest period in the society. And I have to tell you, ladies, that as the newest periods, we usually get to go last. And it is very hard to follow Duchess Ismay. Now it is very hard to follow Sir Connell. And Nuala has made my list of people that I can no longer say anything I had planned because she's covered it all. So I say all that to tell you this. The Mark is all about perseverance. It is about staying in the fight till you achieve your goal, much like Sir Connell talked about. It's all about serving the people. And I have had the pleasure of watching the two of you serve these people to your own detriment, to your own exhaustion, financial and physical. Beautiful photographs, beautiful jams, wonderful goat. And you, my dear, for as long as I have been in the society, have been serving this populace to its crown. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, these two ladies are my peers. They are better peers than I will ever hope to be.
Gee, thanks, Griff.
He told me he was going to do this to you this morning.
I am Master Isabel de Santa Croix of the Master of Defense, and I will speak sureties of both of you. I thought long and hard about what I could say that would apply to both of them. I think Castiglione said it best. Spettiture. The art of making everything look easy. You've already heard about how effortlessly they step in and they do whatever is required. And it looks so simple. but knowing full well all the hard work that went behind it. You've heard Katheryn, larger than life, out there with the camera, running around chasing after people going, I got, wait. And can you move? I got to get this. Vocal, scene. The quiet one. The one who works behind the scenes. The one who doesn't call attention to herself. She just does. Two sides, different sides of the same coin. The pathway was different for each of you, but you arrived at the same location. You don't have to be larger than life. You don't have to be the quiet one. Lord knows I'm not.
Amen to that.
Yep.
But you do the work because it needs doing. Not because somebody said, hey, you should do this on your checklist of things to do. You do it because you love the game. You do it because you love making things better for everybody else. And if that's not a Pelican, Your Majesty's, I don't know what it is.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, I am Sean McRory, Companion of the Order of the Pelican. And saying it's my honor or it's my pleasure to speak to this lady just doesn't carry the weight it should. I also have known you for a very long time. Now, I did take about 20 years off. And since I've been back in 2014, I'm happy to say that we have become very close friends. Everybody's spoken about the royal lunches, the photography, everything that you do. I will work in your kitchen anytime. But to me, the greatest service you give to this kingdom and to the society and all the people is the simple joy that you share every day. You have always been and will always be my peer. You too,
Your Majesties, I'm Cecily Duchanan of the Pelican. Sorry, I'm kind of choked up. Everybody has said so much about you, and I keep having to rewrite what I'm going to say about work.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Welcome to being one of the last ones.
They say you're the quiet one, and you are. You are quiet, but you feed us well. I've worked with you in the kitchen for feasts. I've worked with you in lunches. I've worked with you in other places, and you're front and center with fantastic food. But you are still in the background doing your web stuff and everything else that you do. Sorry. And you even get people the clothes off their back. Clothe them.
Literally.
They have everything they need
Today.
You are my peer. You are so my peer. Katheryn.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, the populace. For those of you who do not know me, I'm the Honorable Lord Henry Fox of Oak Hill, and I wrote many things down because I am forgetful. I am here to speak on behalf of Katheryn Stewart. Sorry, Katheryn Stewart. What can be said that hasn't been said? Chicken. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for years. Examples of your service are all over the Book of Faces. Thousands of photos that you have taken to make sure that we remember. I've had the pleasure of being in your kitchen. And out of the 20 years I have been in this society, there are 2 people present. One of them is Mistress Liz. The other one is the soon-to-be Mistress Katheryn, who I will serve in their kitchen without question anytime that they need. And that's saying a lot. As you join this order, I charge you to remember those like us that serve in the background, to find the people that you see in the gift of service and add them to your house and eventually to the order. I want you to fly high, fly fast, and fly fearless. My friend, for you are my peer.
Your Excellencies, my name is Adelina Ravenhild, and at your pleasure, I would like to speak on behalf of the populace. I have the honor and the privilege about speaking about someone whose presence has touched lives in ways both profound and lasting, whose very presence is a force of nature and a gift of grace. She is not only an extraordinary woman, but she is also a dear friend, one whose character shines as brightly as her accomplishments. I speak of the one and only Katheryn Spencer. Many of us here have at one time or another been the grateful recipients of her hospitality. Whether through her countless endeavors, her feasts, her food, opening her home, generous acts over the years. But it's not those things that I want to talk about today. It's the kind of person who makes such wonders possible that I would like to speak about. It's the spirit, the generosity, and the heart behind it all. So in every role that she's ever taken on, she's given up herself with remarkable dedication. She has poured herself into every endeavor, but not for applause, only for impact. Excellence is not something she strives for, it is simply who she is, her very existence. No matter the circumstance, she pursues the highest standards, reminds us that excellence is not perfection, but the courage to try again and give our best. So while her excellence is undeniable, what sets her apart most is her spirit. Her grace, unwavering strength, and resilience feels ancient, almost mythical, as if the Morrigan herself whispers through her veins, along with a bit of mischief and mayhem. So today, I do not speak only for myself, I speak for all of those who have been moved by her presence. We honor her decades of service, her excellence, her indomitable spirit. We honor not just her achievements, but the joy she brings, the brilliance that makes her not just extraordinary, but legendary.
Oh,
they've made it. Attached.
We are.
That's it. Yeah. See, I told you we could get you a Pelican real quick.
Real fast. Are you trying to steal my purse?
Yes,
Griff's
he is.
like that. You have to watch him.
I saw her first.
Sir, we're going to have to ask you later.
I've been asking him that for years. Still here.
I rise today to speak not only for myself, but for the populace of the Kingdom of Meridians. I've spoken to many, and we share a common experience that before we have ever met Evangeline, we already knew her name. It was spoken in tones usually reserved for legends. We heard tales of the feast craft, the web minister, the scholar, and the only competitive sock knitter I've ever heard of in my entire life. We've heard of your kindness, your hospitality, and your boundless capacity for service. That's why you stand before us today. In my roles in the kingdom, I have witnessed your generosity firsthand. You've welcomed newcomers with material aid and words of encouragement. I've brought my disabled clients to your shop to warm their lunches on more than one occasion, and you're always ready with an extra fork or a drink that they left at home. Because you know service does not end when you leave the event, or the Shire meeting, and you have never hesitated to offer comfort and assistance to those in need. We know you prefer to work behind the scenes, but not today. Today we honor you openly. For anyone that kneels to help the least of us is surely worthy to stand amongst giants. May your deeds continue to inspire us. May your name not only be spoken in legend, but as a living example of compassion and strength. And may we, in honoring you, be reminded of the power of kindness to transform a community.
I believe I have proclaimed my case before this court and ask proper judgment be executed, that Katheryn Spencer and Evangeline Beaujolais be admitted to the Order of the Pelican and take their place among the peers, the Meridiers, and the society as a whole.
Having heard the testimony of these witnesses and deemed it to be good and true, we hereby judge you worthy of inclusion into the Order of the Pelican. Are there medallions with the symbol of the order?
There are. I offer these freely for my support and as with the symbol of the order.
May the pelican on these medallions remind you that sometimes we must sacrifice freely to aid the kingdom. Are there cloaks?
There are. I offer these freely as a symbol of my support and this order. Each bears the symbol of the pelican, but only on one side, because I still see so much limitless potential in both of you.
May the weight of these cloaks remind you of the responsibility you carry to continue to serve the kingdom and her people.
The same for you. Put on the coat. Bears.
That's not no such thing.
Are there caps of maintenance?
There are. These caps were sent to you from your sister, Aniela, from the distant lands. She now resides within. She sends them freely as a symbol of her sisterly affection and support.
May these caps remind you that often service extends beyond your own home and hearth, and that this order is not just of Meridiers, but the society as a whole.
Place them on your heads freely to signify your acceptance of the joys and burdens of being a peer of the society.
Are there scrolls to document and seal their change in status?
No, I've got pictures. All right. Certified a miracle by the order of the Nuns of Hatch. She is the bringer of spice and extraordinary works of service. Know ye one and all that having consulted with the companionate of the Order of the Pelican, it is our sovereign will to elevate you, Evangeline Beaujolais, to the rank of Pelican. It is thus our pleasure to bestow upon you a patent of arms, granting you the privileges and charging you with the responsibilities of peer of the realm. Hereunto do we set our hands and seals this 13th day of December, Anno Societatis 60, being 2025 Gregorian. Chinoa, Khan, Jacqueline, Khatun. And then... Hear now the words set forth before you. Katheryn Spencer, whose deeds have numbered as the stars and whose service, unbroken, has long given strength to the hall and guidance to the people. Steadfast as the roots of Isidro, her counsel has upheld the worth, and her labor has brought honor to our realm. She has taken on the mantle of protector and defender of the forest and seas, a shield to the wild places, and an ever watchful guardian where the land meets water. In storms she has been steady, in calm she has been kind. Thus, by right and in consultation of the companionate of the Order of the Pelican, and those peers and populace who know her worth, do we elevate Katheryn Spencer to the Order of the Pelican. We bestow upon her a patent of arms, granting to her the honor, burden, and glory of peer of the realm. Let this be spoken in the hall and heard, for her name is now set among the trusted. Hereunto do we set our hands and seals this 13th day of December, Anno Societatis 60, being 2025 Gregorian. Chinawa, Khan, Jacqueline, Khatun.
You are now wearing the symbols of the order and understand the responsibility this entails. We would ask that you swear fealty at this time.
I state your name.
I, Katheryn Spencer,
Do swear fealty and service to the Crown of Meridians.
do swear fealty and service to the Crown of Meridians,
To speak and to be silent.
to speak and be silent,
To do and to let be.
to do and to let be,
To come and to go.
to come and to go,
In need and in plenty.
in need and in plenty,
In peace and in war.
in peace and in war,
In living and in dying.
in living and in dying,
From this hour henceforth.
from this hour henceforth,
Until my Lord releases me.
until my Lord releases me,
Death takes me.
death takes me,
Or the world ends.
or the world ends.
And I, Chinoa, Khan of Meridian,
And I, Jacqueline Khatun from Meridian,
hear and shall not forget.
nor fail to reward that which is freely given.
Fealty with love,
Valor with honor,
and
and
oath
oath
breaking
breaking
with
with vengeance. We hereby induct you together as sisters to forever share your place in precedence and to the Order of the Pelican.
please greet your order as our herald reads the scrolls. I read the scrolls.
So, meet your order.